Have you ever pondered the true significance of a person turning 70? Every aspect of life changes when one reaches 70. Whether we like it or not, these changes are inevitable. We'll discuss 5 significant changes that occur at the age of 70 today. These alterations impact how your mind functions, how your body feels, and how you see the world. For the majority of older persons, these changes are natural. You can tackle this stage of life with enthusiasm and strength if you know what's coming. Stay tuned, because what we have to offer today may alter your perspective on aging and leading a fulfilling life after 70. Together, let's set out on our adventure. First of all, you feel more exhausted and your body becomes weaker. People begin to feel weaker than they were when they are in their 70s. They also get less energetic. This alteration has an impact on their gait, daily activity capacity, and recovery time from activities. It goes beyond simply being fatigued more quickly. As we age, this is something that naturally occurs. It alters the health of our heart, bones, and muscles. Allow me to introduce you to Sarah, a 71-year-old woman. She was a nurse in Texas once. Sarah enjoyed tending to her flower garden and going on long walks in her neighborhood. She now needs to rest more in between activities since she gets weary much more quickly. She claims that although she still wants to be active, her body isn't functioning as it once did. This illustrates what's going on inside our bodies and is quite prevalent. People's muscles weaken and shrink with age. It takes years for this to happen gradually. People start to notice these changes by the age of 70. Additionally, bones become thinner, making it easier to break them and more difficult to move around. Blood flows less readily and the heart's function is diminished. People become exhausted as a result, and it takes them longer to recover from activity. Here's some good news though. Despite the fact that these changes are common, persons don't have to become weaker over time. Exercise that is appropriate for older folks can be very beneficial. Walking, stretching, and using small weights are all ways to maintain healthy muscles, improve balance, and increase energy levels. Sarah began performing simple workouts as recommended by her physician. She felt stronger and more confident when she moved around thanks to these exercises. It's also critical to pay attention to what your body's telling you. You must get enough sleep and avoid exerting yourself too much. Excessive exertion might result in injuries, which take longer to recover from as we age. People can adopt a more positive outlook on aging by comprehending and embracing these inevitable changes without becoming angry or feeling guilty. Your diet is also very important. Maintaining healthy muscles requires consuming adequate protein and vitamins D and B12. Additionally, it's critical to drink adequate water. Following her doctor's advice, Sarah made dietary changes. After making these adjustments, she observed that she had greater energy. Many older persons discover that they may still live independently and enjoy life if they modify their daily routines to accommodate their body's limitations. Giving up is not necessary when you accept that your strength and energy will decline. It entails figuring out fresh ways to remain active while using your body's capabilities. Now keep in mind that perfection is not the aim while you consider these physical alterations. Making progress and looking after yourself are the objectives. You can age gracefully and energetically in your 70s by listening to what your body is telling you. We'll then examine how aging affects memory and thought processes. Second, your mental processes are slower. You'll realize that your brain isn't functioning as quickly as it once did when you reach your 70s. Things that used to appear simple could now take longer. It could get more difficult to recall names, dates, or little facts. As we age, this slowing down is common. It does not imply that there is a severe issue. It merely illustrates how the brain evolves with time. Consider 70-year-old Maria, who enjoys painting. California is where she resides. Maria has seen that she occasionally takes longer to follow difficult conversations or come up with the proper words. Maria claims that even though she occasionally forgets small details, she still enjoys drawing, reading, and hanging out with friends. Her narrative demonstrates that life may still be rich and full even when one slows down one's thoughts. All you have to do is make a small adjustment. Researchers have discovered that certain brain regions inherently function more slowly as we age. Learning new things and switching between tasks take longer. These effects are brought about by changes in the structure of the brain, reduced blood flow, and altered connections within the brain. The good news is that our vocabulary and all we've learnt during our lives tend to remain the same or even improve. People may become dissatisfied or believe that they are not as good as they once were as a result of this slowing down. This occurs particularly when they evaluate themselves against their younger selves. However, older folks can be more patient with themselves if they accept this as a natural part of life. They can discover fresh methods to maintain mental acuity. Your brain may stay healthy by engaging in activities that stimulate it, such as solving puzzles, reading, or picking up new skills. Maintaining an active lifestyle and engaging in social interactions are also critical for maintaining mental health. In her neighborhood, Maria joined a book group and an art class. Her friendships and mental health benefit from these pursuits. Maintaining good health is also crucial. This entails maintaining a healthy diet, obtaining enough sleep, controlling stress, and abstaining from unhealthy behaviors like smoking and excessive alcohol consumption. These prevent the brain from deteriorating more quickly. Accepting this normal shift in mental speed allows older folks to concentrate on the connections and activities that give their days purpose. They no longer need to put as much pressure on themselves to perform as they did in their youth. Please leave a comment below to let me know if you're still viewing this video and finding it useful. To ensure you don't miss any of our videos, please subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already. We continue to create quality content to inspire and educate you thanks to your support. Let's move on now. The third is that you have fewer friends. People typically observe that their circle of friends shrinks as they get older. Friends may relocate, experience health issues, or have their objectives in life shift. As a result, many senior citizens spend more time with fewer, more intimate individuals. Although this may seem like a loss to some, it frequently means concentrating on more meaningful, in-depth interactions. Let me introduce you to David, a 75-year-old Florida resident. He and a large group of pals used to attend weekly social gatherings. He has seen that his circle of friends has gradually shrunk over the years, but he values the ones who are left. David claims that spending time with a select group of close friends makes him feel more connected and at ease than attempting to keep up with a large number of individuals. There are a number of reasons why social groupings may become smaller. Some friends may pass away, relocate, or experience personal health issues. At the same time, maintaining a large number of friendships may require less energy. Attending large meetings or regular social activities becomes more difficult as a result. It's critical to recognize that being alone or lonely is not a result of having less social ties. Older folks frequently favor meaningful conversations, emotional support, and companionship above superficial encounters if the remaining relationships are genuine and encouraging. In fact, smaller social networks can benefit senior citizens by lowering stress levels and enhancing their feeling of community. Focusing on a small group of dependable friends or family members strengthens ties and establishes a more reliable support network. But this shift can also result in melancholy or a sense of loss, particularly if longtime friends are no longer around. It's common to be both thankful for the relationships that still exist and unhappy about these changes. Even when people live far apart, technology provides useful ways to stay in touch. In addition to in-person encounters, social media, video chats, and phone conversations can assist keep in touch with distant family members. Opportunities to meet new people who have similar interests or values are often provided by community activities and interest groups designed for senior citizens. Even when long-standing friendships wane, this can enrich social life. In order to support older persons in engaging in activities that align with their interests and energy level, family members and carers play a crucial role. By doing this, they can maintain their social connections without feeling overburdened. When older persons recognize that their social groups shift with age, they can embrace these changes as a normal aspect of life's journey rather than a sign of decline. Choosing quality over quantity in relationships promotes happiness and emotional health. Maintaining relationships that provide happiness, solace, and a feeling of being genuinely seen and understood is the ultimate objective. We'll then examine how the senses tend to alter after the age of 70, impacting day-to-day experiences in subtle yet significant ways. Fourth, your senses aren't functioning as well. Changes in our senses become more apparent and have a greater impact on day-to-day living as we approach our 70s. The senses of taste, smell, hearing, and vision gradually deteriorate in many elderly persons. At first glance, these seemingly insignificant adjustments may have an impact on safety, communication, and the tiny joys we frequently take for granted. Consider William, who is 74 years old. He was a mechanic in Michigan once. Because his hearing isn't as excellent as it used to be, William has realized that conversations demand more focus, particularly in noisy environments. Additionally, he has discovered that food no longer tastes as wonderful as it once did, and that it is harder to read small type. These alterations demonstrate the deterioration of common sense that many elderly people experience. In elderly folks, hearing loss frequently begins with difficulty following discussions in crowded areas or hearing high-pitched sounds. This may result in misunderstandings, social disengagement, or emotions of dissatisfaction. Older individuals frequently urge people to crank up the volume on TVs and radios or to repeat themselves. Vision alterations include difficulties focusing on close things, difficulty distinguishing colors, and reduced capacity to see in low light. Reading glasses or other assistance are frequently needed for this. Vision loss can also be caused by age-related eye conditions such as cataracts or macular degeneration. Together, taste and smell frequently deteriorate, which impacts nutrition and hunger. Some older persons may eat less or use more salt and sugar to enhance the flavor of their food, since it may taste bland or unappealing. Health consequences may result from this. There are strategies to adjust and enhance quality of life in spite of these obstacles. Good lighting, frequent eye exams, and hearing aids can all have a significant impact. Issues with taste and smell can be resolved by eating a healthy diet and consulting medical professionals. Additionally, older persons may discover that communicating sense changes to friends and family, fosters understanding and patience during social interactions and conversations. It's critical to see these sensory changes as typical aging processes that call for adaptations rather than as indicators of impending decline. Older folks can maintain their independence and have meaningful experiences by changing their lifestyles and using assistive technology. Technology is constantly improving, providing fresh resources to compensate for sense loss, from louder phones to screen readers and improved hearing aids. By looking into these choices, senior citizens can maintain their involvement and connections. Older folks can continue to actively engage in life's moments while maintaining their safety and happiness by recognizing and resolving sense changes. We'll then look at how life after 70 frequently causes a change in emphasis towards significant experiences and introspection. Let's continue. Please let me know you're still viewing this video and finding it useful by leaving a diamond comment in the comments section. To ensure you don't miss any of our videos, please subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already. We continue to create quality content to inspire and educate you thanks to your support. Fifth, you consider your life and concentrate more on the important things. People's perspectives often change significantly after they become 70. You start to value life's small pleasures more and start reflecting on your life on a daily basis. Elderly people frequently discover that they value the small things in life: a peaceful morning, a meaningful discussion, or the splendor of nature in ways they may not have before experienced. This increased emphasis on significant events is more about living life to the fullest rather than hurrying through it. Think about 73-year-old Thomas. He was a teacher in Georgia once. He cherishes his time with family and close friends more than ever and spends his mornings reflecting on the years that have gone by. Thomas claims that he no longer worries about minor issues or strives for accomplishments. Rather, he searches ordinary situations for meaning, serenity, and connection. His narrative demonstrates how reflecting on your life can add insight and enjoyment to your latter years. People frequently have an innate inclination to reflect on their lives and consider the legacy they wish to leave behind as they get older. This can involve exchanging life lessons, rekindling old passions, or just accepting the past. For many, it's an opportunity to practice forgiveness and thankfulness, which promotes emotional equilibrium and healing. According to research, engaging in reflective activities might enhance mental health by lowering stress and encouraging optimism. Journaling, meditation, and meaningful discussions are some of the activities that help older persons manage their emotions and maintain mental acuity. The way older persons prioritize relationships is also influenced by this increased awareness. Instead of maintaining a large social network, they typically invest more in genuine connections. Relationship quality takes precedence over number, resulting in closer ties and a more robust network of support. Seniors who adopt this mentality frequently express greater life satisfaction and resilience in the face of adversity. They get the ability to focus on what's really important and accept change with grace. Families and carers can facilitate this journey by promoting candid communication, exchanging personal anecdotes, and providing chances for introspection. It's critical to respect the wisdom that comes with age and listen without passing judgment. The transition towards purpose and self-awareness offers a rich and satisfying chapter in life, even though aging invariably brings about physical and mental changes. It serves as a reminder that development continues into old age. It changes into something deeper still. By accepting this stage, senior citizens can live true to themselves and leave a loving and wise legacy for future generations. Consider the 5 changes we've discussed that come with turning 70 as we wrap off this video. Whether you like it or not, each of these transitions, from altered energy and health to shifting social circles and more in-depth introspection, clearly illustrates what the stage of life actually entails. Which of them most resonated with you? What changes have you noticed in yourself, or perhaps in a loved one? Recognizing these facts means accepting the kindness and wisdom that come with growing older, not giving up. Your opinions and experiences would be greatly appreciated. Please share one item you learned today and how you intend to apply it in your life in the comment section below. We greatly appreciate your views and tales. They inspire and uplift all members of this community. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share this video if you thought it to be useful and significant. We can keep producing educational, motivational, and connecting content for senior citizens like you thanks to your support. We appreciate you taking the time to speak with us now. We hope talks see you in the upcoming video. Together, we will keep moving forward on this path to greater fulfillment and understanding.